It's officially official, guys. Microsoft, according to Phil Spencer, are working on an Xbox handheld. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Let's get hyped up. But first, hit the like, hit subscribe, click the bell icon. Let's go.
Let's go.
But first, I just want to tell you about my favorite TV of all time, the LG C3 OLED. If you want to have an upgraded gaming experience, there is no better upgrade than an OLED TV. And my pick is the the LG 65-inch LG C4. I'm also going to put a link down below to the Samsung S90D, which is a fan favorite as well. If you love gaming and want the best gaming experience, get yourself a freaking OLED. And if you want to help me out, consider using my link before you do. Do your research and then come back to your old buddy Blaze and click the link down below and get yourself a freaking OLED. And are you a fan of coffee? Well, check out Everyday Dose down below, link in the description for the ultimate coffee, nootropic coffee with nootropic mushrooms. It elevates your, boosts your energy, elevates your mood, gut health, improves sleep, manages stress, helps with anxiety. It's the king of all coffees, and it's got all these nootropic mushrooms in it. And you can get a really cool deal right now with the welcome kit, the free starter kit with the scoop, the frother, and a month's supply. It is absolutely amazing. Go check it out. You will not regret it. Let me know how it worked out for you. At least try it 1 month. You'll really like it. So we've been talking about this and hyping this up. I've probably put about like 5 or 10 videos out about the Xbox handheld that we all suspected was coming. We were all hoping was coming, and it is now literally official. Microsoft have confirmed via Phil Spencer in an interview that they are working on a handheld, an Xbox handheld. But don't get your hopes. I mean, don't get excited too early because it will be a few years away. But I am telling you this: I am here for it, and I want it. I must have it. Xbox, this could literally save Xbox's bacon. Obviously, as you know, Xbox has been fumbling up a lot of their main first-party games. Their hardware division, as far as their handheld, hardware, their Xbox consoles haven't been selling well, and I think something that will set it apart from the entire industry, besides maybe Valve, who are also making the best handheld out there right now, the Steam Deck, which I love. I've been playing Dragon Age, the Veilguard on it, love it. Just finished God of War Ragnarok on this thing as well. I love the Steam Deck, but I'm even more hyped up for an Xbox handheld. So let's talk about it. Let's get hyped up. So according to Polygon, Phil Spencer says Xbox handheld is a few years out. The rumors are going to have to stay rumors for a little while longer. So Phil Spencer's finally came out of the woodwork. He's listened to all their hopes and prayers, and he's finally announced that they are working on an Xbox handheld, and it can't come too soon. It can't come too soon. Because as you know, Xbox hasn't been doing great. That hasn't been doing great lately, and I think because Xbox's whole new mantra is play anywhere, play Xbox games on PlayStation, play Xbox games on Nintendo, play Xbox games on Xbox hardware if you want the best experience. And now I think they're going to tackle the handheld market. I think this could really set them apart because there's only one big handheld out, or there's a couple of big handhelds out there. There's the Nintendo Switch, which, let's be honest, cannot play top tier AAA games. It just can't. That's not what Nintendo's going for. They're done competing in that market. They can't compete with PlayStation, can't compete with Xbox, can't compete with gaming PCs. And that's where Valve, the big brand, the big company behind the Valve Steam store on PC, the ultimate store to buy all your PC games, they stepped in and released the Steam Deck. And as you can see, I'm playing Dragon Age the Veilguard literally on my Steam Deck right now, and it runs just fantastically. Very smooth. So yeah, there's a big market for handheld gaming, and I think, like I said, because Valve is basically the only horse in the race right now. It's other than, MSI, other than Asus with their ROG Ally, the Lenovo Legion Go. Steam Deck is the king of handhelds right now, and I think it's going to be the king of handhelds for a while. But Xbox wants a piece of that pie. They want a device where you could play fully-fledged Xbox game, full-fledged Xbox Series X, Series S games on the go. And I think for Xbox, I think that's going to be a big win. One of my biggest gripes about PlayStation, I love the PlayStation 5. One of my biggest gripes is that I don't feel comfortable investing in the library, because when I buy a PlayStation game, I can only play it when I'm hooked up to my PS5. Whereas if I buy a PC game on my PC on the Steam or EA Origin, whatever, on whatever PC platform, I can pick it up where I left off on my Steam Deck. So I can be sitting on my gaming PC or my TV, playing game, max settings, enjoying ray tracing, you name it, and then end the game, and let's say I've got to go out somewhere, got to go for a car trip or something, I just pick up my Steam Deck, jump in the car, and then continue where I left off. Right? That's the beauty of PC gaming. Well, if Xbox get this right, it's going to be the one console or one brand out there that allows you to play AAA games on your TV, on your gaming PC, and then pick up your Xbox handheld and carry on where you left off in those games on the PC or on, in front of the TV in your Xbox console. You'll be able to pick up and carry on your games wherever and take your games wherever you want to go and have really good hardware to do it as well, and not have to rely on cloud streaming and all that crap, right? So I think this could really save Xbox's business as far as hardware is concerned, and I would love them to go the handheld route. I think handheld is the way things are going. People are getting more busy. Time is short. People lead busy lives. Not everybody has the time now to sit in front of the TV in the living room for 8 hours a session and play games. We just can't. So being able, especially if you've got kids in your life, if you've got places to go, you travel a lot on the train, bus, plane, you name it, people want to bring their games with them, and I think that's a trend that's only got more exacerbated as times went on, and we've seen the success of the Steam Deck, we've seen the success of the Nintendo Switch. Portable gaming is not going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, it's getting bigger. So I think this is a smart play on Xbox's part, and I'm excited to see what they can bring to the handheld market. So, I'm getting carried away here. We're already 6 minutes into the video, and I'm rambling on about how excited I am for this. But Microsoft CEO Phil Spencer both acknowledged and poured cold water on the persistent rumors about an imminent Xbox handheld announcement during a recent interview with Bloomberg. Expectation is that we would do something, Spencer said, while also noting work on such a project has yet to progress beyond market research and prototyping. So they are working on prototyping. Longer term, I love us building devices, and I think our team could do something really innovative, some real innovative work, but we want to be informed by learning what's happening now. Xbox's current focus is reportedly on improving the Xbox app on existing platforms and working closer with hardware developers to ensure better experience for users. Spencer admitted to being a big fan of handhelds in a February 2024 conversation with The Verge, and then a month later discussed his philosophy on handheld gaming with Polygon at the Game Developers Conference, no doubt contributing to the fervent cottage industry of rumor mongers, myself included, that tends to pop up around these sorts of topics. I want my Lenovo Legion Go to feel like an Xbox, Spencer told Polygon editor-in-chief Chris Plant. He says he brought the Legion Go with me at GDC. I'm on the airplane. I have this list of everything that makes it not feel like an Xbox. Forget about the brand. More like, are all my games there? Do all my games show up with the save files that I want? Back to the Bloomberg interview, Spencer says Xbox was open to further acquisitions, though maybe not one quite so big and arduous as the Activision Blizzard, which cost just under $69 billion and kicked off a lengthy court case with the Federal Trade Commission before the company was officially brought into the fold in 2023. He also claimed the Xbox has never been more healthy since laying off 2,500 workers and has closed 3 studios. He says, I feel pretty good where this industry is going, Spencer said before criticizing strategies like those that led to Sony's expensive new PS5 Pro console. To reach new players, we need to be creative and adaptive of new business models and new devices, new ways of access. We're not going to grow the market with $1,000 consoles. And back to IGN here, obviously it says as well, Microsoft confirms plans to release an Xbox handheld, but it's years out yet. He basically said the expectation is that we would do something in the handheld devices category, but such a device is a few years out. It's currently working on prototypes and considering what it might do, with its team developing its vision for a handheld based on what it learns from looking at the market. And I think, like I said, there's no other better example of that than the Steam Deck. Obviously playing Dragon Age Inquisition, playing FC24, playing Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, Call of Duty Black Ops 6. I dual booted my Steam Deck to install Windows on it so I could run Windows and SteamOS. But this thing is just absolutely phenomenal, guys. Just the games it can play, the libraries it supports. Played Fallout 4 on this thing, played Dead Space Remake. It is such a versatile little handheld console, and seeing Xbox get into this market, I think it's going to really revitalize Xbox's brand, and as a hardware brand, as a hardware alternative. Now, we have heard rumors that PlayStation are also working on a handheld, and I think if Xbox are really going to get into this market, they need to not let PlayStation eat their lunch again, as they did with the PS4, as they did with the PS5. They really need to get, if they're really going to be serious about getting into the handheld market, they need to get into it sooner rather than later. Establish that user base. Be first to the punch. PlayStation have obviously had experience in the handheld market. Their last handheld was a bit of a flop, the PlayStation Vita. It looked promising at first, but it just never hit the mark like the PSP did, like Nintendo have with the 3DS and the Nintendo Switch. But it looks like Microsoft will step it up, and I'm excited to see what they have to bring. And if PlayStation don't want to miss out on the handheld console category, they need to make something fast. Yes, the Portal is all right. It's good for game streaming, but for people like me who are very picky about latency, people who play fast-paced FPS shooter games or racing games, cloud streaming just doesn't cut it for me. And I think for a lot of gamers, a lot of serious gamers that want the best experience, that want sharp visuals, great frame rates, we're not going to get there by cloud streaming games, right? And again, Spencer has made no secret of his desire to enter the handheld console market with Xbox hardware, and practically confirmed a plan back to IGN back in June and during the 2024 Xbox Game Showcase. The future for us in hardware is pretty awesome, Spencer said at the time. The work that the team is doing around different form factors, different ways to play, I'm incredibly excited about. Today was about games, but we'll have a time to come out and talk more about the platform, and we can't wait to bring it to you. When asked if a hypothetical Xbox handheld would be a dedicated gaming platform where you can play games locally, like a Steam Deck or a Nintendo Switch, or a cloud-based handheld, Spencer responded, and here is the kicker. Spencer responded, I think being able to play games locally is really important, and I really cannot echo that sentiment enough. I think local gameplay is still king until streaming. I don't think streaming will ever cut the latency down, especially when you're having to rely on networks, a router or a system, a server from, tens, if not hundreds of miles away from you, being able to receive your inputs across that distance, process them and translate them into game input, and then send the video feed from the game all the way back to you, hundreds of miles or tens of miles, whatever, and still have it feel like you're playing on a local device. We're just not there yet, and even with fiber, I don't think it's ever going to get there, frankly. It's a nice novel thing, and it's great for certain kinds of games. I'm not dissing on cloud gaming overall. I think cloud gaming has its space, has its place in gaming, but for those of us that really enjoy gaming, love the responsiveness, love the crispy visuals, love the versatility of just playing without an internet connection and having that tether, I think local will still always be best. Anyhow, let me know what you think in the comment section. Are you excited? Will you get an Xbox handheld, or do you think this is a bad decision on Xbox's part? Do you think they're just going to be shooting themselves in the foot by making another hardware device? Let me know in the comments. By the way, I think Phil Spencer is the man for the job. I think if anyone understands gaming the way it's him. If anyone understands handheld gaming, it's him. He has handheld devices. He plays handheld games. He knows what the gamers want. He's very in tune with that. And yeah, I think he's done a great job at Xbox, and I'm excited to see what he has to show us. Anyways, peace out. I'm Blaze2K. Like, subscribe, click the bell icon, and I'll see you in the next video. Please like, subscribe, click the bell icon, like I said, and check out those links down below for some really cool deals. Peace out.